Hello, thanks for stopping by. A lot of you have asked me to do a simple makeup application using drugstore brands, so let's go. I achieved this look using budget-friendly makeup. This little makeup kit that I purchased only cost $80. You could probably do a lot better too if you used coupons. This is all the makeup I bought for this video. There's Maybelline, Rimmel, L'Oreal and more. This video is not sponsored, so I went out and purchased all of this makeup so I could make this video for you. This is Maybelline FIT ME Foundation. I tried a few different foundations this past month and decided to use this one. The color is Classic Ivory. I like to start on the areas that need the most coverage and spread out from there. If you don't like or need as much coverage, you can mix this foundation 50-50 with your favorite moisturizer for a more natural look. I already applied my moisturizer, my eye cream, and since I'm going to do this in a simple and quick way, I skipped the primer. I don't like too many layers on my skin anyway. This makeup brush is number 106 from my line of Kerry-Lou makeup brushes, which I designed myself. I'm using a combination of my fingers and brush. You should use whatever's easiest for you. Sponges are great, but they absorb a lot of product. I like that this foundation doesn't settle into my wrinkles. It covers minor imperfections, looks natural, and the colors are great. A big thumbs up for this foundation, I think. This is FIT ME Concealer, also by Maybelline, in shade number 15. Now I like that this isn't too thick and dry, which can really accentuate wrinkles around the eye area. Apply it with the wand and then tap to blend it using your ring finger. Because we're working on a budget here, I'm not going to use a lid primer. Instead, I'm going to use the concealer as a primer. This is actually better for mature skin in my opinion, because a lot of lid primers are a bit thick and can accentuate the crepey texture of older skin. Now this next item is not a drugstore brand, it's an old favorite of mine, a professional standby, and it's cheap, only $7. It's Nye Neutral Set. It's a colorless powder that won't change the color of the makeup underneath. It goes on very light and won't settle into wrinkles. I'm using a little all over, especially in the areas that you're going to apply eyeshadow, bronzer and blush. Next I'm going to warm up my skin with Rimmel's Natural Bronzer in Sun Bronze, using brush number 102. I've been using this product for a long time and I love it. It's not shimmery and won't give you that weird orange look. You can use it to contour and give yourself a nice weekend glow. Notice I'm applying mostly around the perimeter of my face and using it to accentuate my bone structure like you would with a contour. I love this L'Oreal blush. The color is Rosy Outlook. Pop up the apples of your cheeks and apply in a light swirling motion. One of the differences between expensive makeup brands and drugstore brands is that there's less pigment in the cheaper brands. That's not always a bad thing, especially if you're the kind of person that can overdo the blush sometimes. Less pigmented blush and eyeshadow are actually easier to apply without making a mess. So next come the eyebrows. I'll just brush my eyebrows into place. I've done a couple of videos on eyebrows, so I'm not going to get too much into detail here, but please check out my other videos on eyebrows if you need to. I'm using brush 118 here from my signature line of makeup brushes. I'm using my NYX eyebrow gel in color 01. It's blonde, but it's nice and ashy, so it works with my hair color okay. Sometimes this product dries up. If that happens, just dampen your brush with a little alcohol and it should help it go on smoothly. I like to keep some of these little disposable mascara ones on hand to help blend my eyebrows. I chose this Maybelline eyeshadow. It's called Expert Wear and the palette's called Natural Smokes. Using brush number 110, I'll go 2/3 of the way up my lid with the mid-tone. I'll start at the lash line. That's when you have the most product on the brush. It keeps it a little bit intense around the lash line that way. I'm keeping most of the color to the outer half of my lid, and I'm also going to shade down this hooded area with it. Anything darker than your skin tone will recess that area. The powder that I applied earlier to my lid is really helping me to blend now. Next, using my smaller brush 113 from my signature series, I'm going to again apply right at my lash line and also into my contour. You may have seen me use this tissue trick in my other videos. It really stops the eyeshadow from falling onto the face. Actually, I'm kind of faking a contour because I don't really have one. I have hooded eyes and I find that this really helps open them up. This is one of my favorite brushes. It's number 101 from my signature series. It's big and fluffy and it will really help you blend like a pro. I'm accentuating my brow bone with the lightest shade in the palette. This is really opening up my eyes. If you like a little eyeliner under the eye, you can use the mid-tone eyeshadow on an eyeliner brush and that will keep it nice and soft. You can even use the darker color under there if you want a little bit more drama. Rimmel is a brand that I know well from growing up in England. This eyeliner is a favorite of mine at any price. It's the Exaggerate eyeliner in Blackest Black. Don't let eyeliner make you nervous. You can just dot it around your lash line and smudge a little using its own blender or use your finger. This one is dense, very dark and has a nice soft texture. Once it's dry, it won't smudge. I'll give my lashes a little curl. I like to bend them at a couple of different places on my lashes so that my lashes don't have a weird L shape from the side, if you know what I mean. For my mascara, I'm using L'Oreal Voluminous in Carbon Black. If you like a brown black or a brown, that's fine. Just use what you think looks best. Make sure your brush isn't overloaded. I don't like clumps. I like to comb out any clumps with a disposable mascara wand. I'm going to use a NYX lip liner. This is, wait for it, the Slide On, Glide On, Stay and Definitely a Turn On Waterproof Extreme Color Lip Liner. I'm not kidding, that's what it's called. The color is Nude Suede Shoes. I did find a few great lip colors, but I felt this was the winner today. It's L'Oreal Color Riche Lip Color. The color is Sugar Plum. It's very comfortable to wear and I'm going to use it straight from the tube, not with a brush. I think that a brush is only necessary if you're using a strong color that needs precision. So this is what my drugstore brand makeover looks like. What do you think? If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Bye!